Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Golden Falls, Golden What If, whatever you want to call me. And I'm back, but not with a what if. I'm actually back with a podcast, the Anime Shovel podcast, or I mean, in this sakes, definitely the Golden Anime Shovel podcast. But I'm actually here with obviously the people that started the Anime Shovel podcast, Mr. Crown Fiend himself.
Yo, what is good, people? It's time for Golden to join the ranks, and of course that means he gets a part as well.
And then also Xblick, the one that I literally made.
Yo, what is good, yall, and gentlemen? It is your boy Xblick right here, and I'm just going to ignore that comment he just made.
Man, you literally gonna make me edit that pause out. You a whole
Oh my. We'll offer it. I'm not gonna waste too much of the time. I always ramble on in our intros, so I think we should just talk about the first thing at hand, and I'll just let Crown just immediately go off on it.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are once again bringing you a personal plug. You know, we're gonna go ahead and plug this group channel that we just created, and it is called the Golden Kingdom. Oh, what's the Golden Kingdom, you might be asking? Well, I am so glad you asked. Here, let me explain. You got 3 people, each coming up with different ideas and unique what-ifs. And sometimes we're going to be doing the same what-if, but with different parts. That means if someone says a part to it and you don't like it, don't go after Golden unless he actually, voiced the part, right? Because even though it says the Golden Kingdom, it's not directly all on Golden. He didn't even create the channel. Xblick did. I made the banner. I made the profile picture. Golden came to us with the idea. We said, you know what? Why not? This is going to be more so where you guys get more what ifs, but it's going to be the what ifs that we will not be doing on our main channels. For either we're not really wanting to put it out there on our main channel, or we don't have the audience for it on our main channel. Or in my case, I don't want no more MHA on my main channel. So, there's that. And so I'm going to go ahead and let Xblick talk a little bit about it.
Right, so pretty much what we're going to be doing is, as Crown stated, we're going to be doing anything that we really aren't going to be doing on our main channels. So for Crown, that is his kind of My Hero and more his shonen ideas that he has, but he doesn't want to put on his channel. For Golden, I don't really know, just other ideas that he has got, but he also doesn't want to put on his channel. And for me, I don't know, I was just kind of dragged along to decide, yeah, sure, why not? So yeah, that's pretty much that.
Yeah, to keep it 100%, in terms of this channel, I really do like the idea of expanding on Shield Hero. Of course, all y'all know on my main channel, on the Golden What If channel, I've been doing a lot of Shield Hero, but it always helps to have more Shield Hero what ifs, especially coming from Xblick and Crown Fiend. Having different voices put towards Shield Hero will definitely put more of an identity on it. So I just want more and more people doing Shield Hero, want more and more people doing Demon Slayer, and we can grow these other animes really fast if we just start doing the what ifs.
100%. And, you might get some One Punch Man what ifs on there from me, just, things here and there, because I'm trying to get my main channel away from what ifs in general, so, if y'all over there, you're going to be kind of starving a little bit until you actually check the community tab and go here, where what ifs will be plenty and bountiful.
Yeah, and honestly, at the time of this recording, I'm pretty sure, almost 100% sure that this is coming out on Monday, which is my normal upload. I know this is not a what if, guys, but I feel like this is just as good. You get to hear the feedback. It's kind of like one of my my live streams. You guys can ask me questions and stuff, but in terms of us, we can just give any information out as much as possible. So if you're seeing this now, then tomorrow, on Tuesday, there's a video that is going to be out. It's going to be my first part. So it's going to be what if Naofumi was the legendary kaiju hero. So go check that out. Make sure to have noties on for the Golden Kingdom. It's going to be a heater. Trust me. I promise that. It's gonna be a certified banger. And I'm telling you, these other people that are doing parts, Crown Fiend and Explic, they're gonna be good, but they're not mine. So this is a different style. So if you don't like that different style, then maybe it's not for you. But if you do like it, hang around. And obviously, for the people that know, Crown Fiend, well, I shouldn't have to say anything else other than that. You know what's coming.
But yeah, you guys know what's coming. You know it's me. I give 0 plot armor to any characters. If I feel they're in a situation that they would die in, well, guess what? They're gonna die. So, Best Raccoon Girl is not exempt from this rule of thumb either. So, kind of giving you a pre-warning. So, might want to get over that a little bit.
Yeah, and I got a lot of people in my comment section that really like Philo, but nothing's a guarantee.
Oh man, Philo might turn into a little bit of a chicken nugget here and there.
Philo might turn into a fillet.
There ain't no might about it. It's gonna happen. But hey, that's what you guys signed up for when you put me on here. So.
Yeah, 100%. I think this is gonna be fun. Give more content to the people. As I said before, I said it in a live stream. So if you seen the live stream and you seen what I was doing, I was given a sneak peek to the first part. If you guys were there the entire time, and I was working on it, breaking down my the way I make what ifs. So if you've seen that, you know what's to expect, at least part of it. And yeah, just keep that in mind. Get ready for this to come out, and we're gonna be uploading on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and that's gonna be just like that, at least for the time being. Maybe we'll go more, maybe we'll go less. It really just depends on how everything trends, depending if it trends up, trends down, things like that.
Yep, sounds good.
Enough said.
All right, if we have nothing else to say, I think we should go on to the next thing that we were going to talk about, and that's something that Crown Fiend actually technically challenged me for, and then we're going to talk about the whole what if challenge thing that Crown Fiend started.
Right. So the what if challenge, right? We're dubbing it as like the what if challenge, but basically this is how you do it. You have a what ifer in mind. You make a thumbnail saying I challenge you, and the title is I challenge you, but you have to at the what ifer that you're challenging in the video title. So you literally have to at them. So they'll get notified, they will see the video, but here's the catch. You cannot directly challenge the person who challenged you. That means I challenge Golden. Golden cannot challenge me. Zether got challenged by Golden. Golden, therefore, so Zether cannot challenge Golden again. Golden has already been challenged. So Zether has to challenge somebody else, right? Because the way that we're wanting this to go is it brings the whole what if community to, kind of together in a way. You have it being to where, oh, it starts with me, then it goes to Golden, then Zether, then someone like Izukage, that one weeb, whoever, don't really care. But it keeps going from a different person to a different person to a different person. That way, you have people getting a little bit out of their comfort zones with the challenge, and it just makes the what if community a bit more of a variety and stuff like that. That's pretty much the premise of it.
Yeah, that's the whole idea behind the challenge, obviously. And if y'all have seen Crown's video, then you've seen the challenge that I have to do. I have tons of stuff ahead of it, so that's why I was like, okay, now I have to kind of drop a couple things and gather a thumbnail for it and stuff. But yeah, that's the whole point of the challenge. Let's get yourself a little bit out of your comfort zone. Let's start slowly but surely doing other things. As y'all could tell in my video, I literally say this, that I personally, I wanted to challenge Zether, and on top of what I gave him, I really want him to try some new things. And I said it in that video, and I'm sure it's still on my channel, and you can watch it. I say that I feel like he should try some new animes, maybe Shield Hero, maybe Demon Slayer, anything he feels a little bit out of his comfort zone, but he still knows the anime. I'd love to see him try and do it. There's no harm, no foul, I feel like personally, but I feel like the more we expand the community, the better everything's gonna get.
100%, 100%. And, the more we expand it, like Golden says, the better it'll get. But not only that, but then you'll have like whole subdivisions here, because let's face it, the whole divisions mainly right now is you have three big ones: Dragon Ball, Naruto, MHA, which MHA is going downhill because if you look at the views, MHA what ifs are not getting that same amount of views that they used to be getting. Whether that's because MHA's manga is rushing to its end, or people just don't like the anime anymore, because let's face it, how they did the last season freaking sucked. Another slideshow with 2 seasons back to back. That is not a good look for the animation studio. Like, no matter how you look at it, it's just not a good look for them. And so it's just multiple factors that are dragging the views for MHA way down. But that's pretty much it. And then you have Golden creating new subclasses like Demon Slayer, Shield Hero, which he did create. You cannot disprove that because Golden has the proof to show it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the first thing that came to my mind when I started doing these what ifs and things like that, and I'll be honest, like I wasn't super into anime. I was very Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. That's all I really watched. And then I watched like Naruto, My Hero, and other things like that, Shield Hero, Demon Slayer. And ironically enough, my non-weeb brother told me to watch Demon Slayer, the one that doesn't watch anime like ever anymore. But he told me to watch Demon Slayer, and I immediately, when I started watching it, this was when I was at probably 500 subs. I immediately was like, hey, this is a great idea. Let me do what ifs on this. Nobody's doing it. Researched it, did all this stuff, and it turned out pretty good. And it was the same thing for Shield Hero. So there's no threat in trying something new and easing people into it. Like as you guys can tell on my channel, a lot of my stuff is Shield Hero stuff right now, and everybody has been enjoying it for the most part. So that's obviously good to see, but it wouldn't have happened if I didn't at least take a risk.
100%. Because if you don't take the risk, then what reward is waiting there for you besides just mediocrity at the end of the day? And speaking about taking risk and not following through with it, we got Xplic over here who took a risk on, Attack on Titan. So, when you gonna finish that series up, my boy?
Soon. At the moment, being honest, I don't have a lot of ideas on how to finish it off and where to go for it. But I am planning to finish this off. I'm not comfortable with leaving it on just a one-shot, so... Yeah, I am planning to continue doing Attack on Titan what ifs for a little bit until, the anime is completely done, which will be very soon, so... I won't be doing them for too long, but... Yeah, I'll be trying to get them down soon.
And with that, I think we go on to the final part of the podcast, unless Golden has any other things he's wanting to say.
Nah, that's about it for that. Yeah, definitely down to go to this next part.
All right, so the next part is I'm gonna lead it because Golden's gonna be talking for a minute on this part. It's time for rants, people. Yes, you know it. You love to hear them. Anime manga rant time, and I'm just gonna immediately pass it off to Golden.
All right, I'm gonna keep it a buck. All right, I watch a lot of animes, and I've been reading a decent amount of mangas. And when people ask me like, "Hey, do you not read manga at all?" Blah blah blah. I do read manga, but not the manga that I would do for what ifs. I read a lot of romance, slice of life stuff. It definitely puts me in a good mood most of the time. But Komi Can't Communicate, I read the entire manga of that. I thought it was amazing. I thought Komi Can't Communicate, the anime, was top tier. I thought it was really freaking good. Same thing with Horimiya. I watched and read it. I thought it was amazing. My Dress Up Darling has been amazing as well. some really top tier waifus, but that's not even like the main thing I want to talk about. The main thing I want to talk about is the manga of Rent a Girlfriend. I have the most major problems with this manga. It was as if every Monday the chapter came out and it just didn't even do anything. I don't understand why manga does this. I feel like a lot of the things, like how we were talking about My Hero Academia, the pacing on My Hero Academia is like actually horrible, and it's like not good by any means. And Rent a Girlfriend, it's literally the exact same, but in reverse. It's so slow to the point where like nothing you want to happen, or everything that you want to happen doesn't happen for 50, 60, 70 chapters after the point of emphasis of it's when it's supposed to happen. The main character says that's something that he's gonna do something, but then it takes 70 chapters for it to happen. I don't understand the writing style of that. I feel like we built up enough in Rent a Girlfriend, especially being like freaking 228 chapters or something like that, just to get to One Piece. And if you guys aren't caught up with Rent a Girlfriend, that's why I'm trying to like skip around my words the best I possibly can. The most recent chapter, we finally get what we wanted to see, which I'm happy about. But like at the same time, it's kind of misleading because it's like, why does this matter now? Like it took this long to get here, so it feels like empty. Like it doesn't feel like correct. And the way it happened, the way it was executed, it didn't feel right either. It's still in a way, the scene that something finally happened, that scene felt rushed. It was like you build up all of this tension for it to just be the worst scene possible. Maybe other people have a disagreement with that. Maybe other people have read the Rent a Girlfriend manga, which I've actually have heard a lot of people. I have like discords of people that have read it, but a lot of people feel the exact same. You take all this time to do something, but then you rush and you F up what happens within that scene. I just don't get what the point was of all the waiting if you were just gonna mess it up. But that's my main problem with the Rent a Girlfriend. Obviously I have some other issues with some other slice of life stuff and like romance stuff, but the mass majority, I'll be honest, the mass majority of romance stuff I've watched and like slice of life stuff has been really good. Like manga, all that. I will say, if you've seen Fuka, stay away from it. It is horrible. And I don't know, because the manga was half decent and the anime really shit the bed. So I'll be front, I'm not looking forward to Rent a Girlfriend the next season, especially animated. Unless they do some drastic changes, I'm not going to enjoy that anime series, and I think it's going to take a cliff dive pretty hard. But yeah, that's really it I have to talk about. That's about it.
Alright. So I guess it's my turn with the Vinland Saga anime. Cause oh boy, here we go. How do you do this? Like, it's not bad per se. My main complaint is like all of the stuff that's out of order with it, which doesn't need to be out of order. I get this, like, anime will sometimes take like manga chapters and then like cut them and then place them somewhere else, but it just does not work for Vinland Saga, because what you're doing there is you're watering down the depth of Thorfinn. You're just watering him down. You're not giving the elements there, and then the things that you do cut from it, you're actually ruining the little moments that showcase his character's change, his development, what he's actually thinking inside. Like those brief little moments that you cut away, it literally just takes so much out of there. And whenever you do what you've done in the anime, for those who probably haven't seen or read it, I highly recommend you read before watching so you know what I'm talking about. And then it's like, by the time you get to the Torkill and Torfin fight, it's just so lackluster. Like, Torfin going over there, like, I hate this. And all of that bullshit that just comes with it. And then he's like, what's so great about war? That scene doesn't carry as much weight with me in the anime as it does in the manga, because you literally seen everything that this dude's gone through, and then you see his past, and then he goes through even more to get to that point to where he's slowly starting to resemble his father in a way, you know. So I'm hoping season 2 sticks strictly to the manga in that regard. However, I don't have too high of hopes that they'll keep things consistent with the manga and not switch everything around. So that's my little mini rant out the way. So, XSplit, you got anything?
Not really, no.
Man, you just coast by on these podcasts, don't you?
Well, I don't know. You guys kind of just talk over and do everything that I really think about, so...
Man, I have so many cuts to make in this because you're not saying anything.
Yeah, no cap though. Let's talk about like, you have any ideas for your channel, XSplit? Any idea, any series that you got going on, man? Any?
Yeah, like I've got, I don't know, quite a few. I do kind of want to continue doing My Hero What Ifs, but as you guys are saying, like, they are dying out. So I've got Attack on Titan What Ifs coming up, got Shield Hero, I've got a couple of them. And yeah, I've got Demon Slayer. I'm wanting to do like One Punch Man as well, but yeah, I'm not really sure what to do for that.
Yeah,
Maybe a couple of other series.
I get you on the. I mean, for My Hero, for me it's a little different. I mean, if I do My Hero, I know I can still get views. It's just not as fun for me. Even the Avatar one was pretty cool, but I might even put a like goal on the second part to see. I might do like a 48-hour like goal or something to see if I'll continue that series to the very end. But I have some ideas that I'm gonna do for it. But other than that, it's like the Deku character doesn't excite me as much as it did when I first started doing What Ifs.
Yeah, and that's why most people that started with Deku What Ifs are kind of now just like floating off to other series, and like people that strictly did Deku are like, they're pretty much gone.
And maybe you should do a 3-hour, Naruto video. Get 2.7 million views real quick.
Yeah, you know.
Well.
Maybe we should, kind of just start reading a little bit of that fanfic, get some of that fanfic money coming.
That fanfic money do hit different.
Yeah, especially if you got a sponsor on the video.
Fanfiction is something else, man. I feel like that's a whole topic in itself, but fanfiction, love it, because I do a lot of fanfiction. Even my avatar is technically fanfiction, but it's one of those things that in terms of what ifs, I really hope you are doing your own ideas and doing your own storylines and other things like that. Like, inspiration is one thing, but completely and utterly taking someone's story is another. And I talk about this a lot, but it takes kind of the whole idea of a what if and drags it through the mud. So it is a little disappointing to see sometimes.
Right. And with what ifers these days, let's face it, we're all more on the fan fiction side than what if side anyway.
Yeah,
Exactly.
For sure.
At
That's
least
good.
we're... My bad.
Alright. Yeah, like a certain what if I was thinking about doing was, what if Deku was like the god of nature or something, where he, he's like kind of this character who looks after nature and stuff, and then he ends up meeting this girl who actually has like the Awful One quirk, and yeah, I'm kind of spoiling the story, but no well. And yeah, like he ends up like fighting All Might, who's actually really corrupt in this one, and taking him down.
What do you think about it, Crown?
That's actually pretty interesting, actually, because nobody really does that type of stuff anymore.
So funny because everybody in my comments right now, I guarantee you are fucking flooding.
100%.
Oh, definitely, bro. Oh man, X-Wing
Yeah,
might have
that,
like
yeah.
flux for the one time. You might as well make that a movie, you know.
Little god of nature.
The comments in this are just gonna be hating on me.
They're like, yo, 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 Golden did that. He's copying Golden.
Yeah. Oh
Nah,
man.
but yeah, no, that's a good example of fan fiction. That's kind of ripped off of my texting stories because my texting stories are literal fan fiction. So I decided, I was like, oh, I like the God of Nature idea. Let me move it over to a what if. I had tons of people ask me for it too, and it did pretty well. I mean, it didn't do like spectacular, but definitely I like the idea of fan fiction a little bit more because you can kind of play with it a little bit more loosely than obviously strict storyline. Like, oh, if this happens, what will happen in the storyline? I just can't stand it.
I think the anime that benefits the most from having a more fan fiction-y side to it is definitely Dragon Ball. Like, especially for the what ifs. Because then you're just like, okay, yeah, you got all of this. And with heroes existing, you can literally just say, oh yeah, it's part of the heroes timeline, and it makes sense.
That is true. That is true. I will say the only person that doesn't necessarily do fan fiction in terms of Dragon Ball is like Carthu. Carthu is like the only one that like keeps it super real, but he does so well. But
Yeah, that's definitely hard to imitate, but you can kind of tell from him if you watch any of his videos that aren't what ifs. He doesn't really like the whole idea of from people doing a more bit of a fan fiction-y side of a story and calling it a what if. From what I could tell from an interview I watched of him saying, like, I don't know if that's exactly true or not, so don't quote me on that. So, but
yeah, I think I heard him say something like that as well. But it does remind me because like Salad Saiyan and him are like polar opposites.
oh, dude, I actually think Salad Saiyan is better than Carthu, though.
I do enjoy Salad Saiyan a lot more than Carthu.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
Sal's
just
a bit more consistent.
yeah. Not only that though, but Salad actually, puts things in a more interesting, and I just feel like he has more energy behind him. So that's my thoughts.
Yo, real talk though, with all that said though, look, 250 likes on this podcast on my channel, and Crown, me, and Xblick will have a live stream. I don't know how long. A live stream that we go and we look at the most popular what ifs from like a lot of what if YouTubers, and we'll watch them and we'll rate them and we'll critique the what ifs.
Yeah, but one ground rule. We can't watch any of our own videos, people, so don't recommend us to watch our own videos.
I'm not watching my own video.
I'm
Like,
not watching my own either. I'm sorry,
you know
but
what I mean?
I'll skip.
But I am down to go check out even if they're smaller, like 1,500 subs, or like if they're bigger, 20K, bigger than us, whatever. I don't care. I'm down to check it out. Everything is subjective. I say it all the time. Everything is an opinion. But yeah, I'd love to do that to give you guys an idea of like how we see the way people do their what ifs and how we do our what ifs and the insight that we feel would be better for certain what ifs.
Yeah, 100%, right? Because you got people in here that do what is in totally different ways. Golden does his like as more of a middle ground. XSplit, he's kind of all over the place, but he has more comedy side to his, and then you just got me who does like more serious, to the point, cutthroat.
I love how you say comedy. I literally murdered an entire world in one of my last what ifs.
Yeah, but you did it in such a funny way.
Yeah, dude. Made me chuckle a little bit. So bad.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we have our days, like we're talking about the majority of your stuff, right? So it's like the majority of the stuff is more lighthearted and funny because it's like, oh yeah, let me laugh at it. Because if we're being specific, like I've killed off people. I mean, people get mad at me for doing it, but I've killed off people. I've also had some very tragic storylines where with Naofumi, if you haven't seen Gun Hero Naofumi, I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, so that's pretty tragic. Where I had him come from. But yeah, Crown is definitely the king of dark shit. So
No, I got no competition in that category.
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause
Yeah.
it's hard to find someone that just doesn't give a you know. I'm pretty sure I'll put a bleep in there, but you know. But
Well, yeah, I mean, no, go.
I was about to say, you know, just like you really to compete with like dark stuff, you have to really not care and just enjoy what you're doing and like don't give a single fuck about what people say otherwise because eventually like people like dark stories. They're just scared to admit that they do because every once in a while like I'm sorry, we've all grown at one point in time just like, man, I wish this character would die, you know, and stuff like that. And so when somebody comes along and does it, you secretly like it, but you don't want to admit you like it.
that is actually facts. Because
Yeah,
there's some characters that I'm like, oh yeah, dude, please just go away forever. And some what ifers, you know, they like, you know, bouncing them out, get them up out of there. But
Mainly,
yeah,
you know, mainly
I love-
Ito and Uraka, you know.
Yeah. I love how you guys like were talking earlier about like, you know, like when we were critiquing what if I'm going way back before in the conversation, but I love how you guys were talking about how like what ifs that are bigger than you. About 90% of the what ifs are bigger than me, so it's not hard.
that's
Sad
that
but
is
true.
that is sad. Yo, but real talk, let's get Xplic to 15k subs. I'll go out to to New Zealand if he gets 15k subs by the end of the year. Let's get it, boys.
That and if you get him like at least like 2k likes on a single video, Golden will vlog the whole thing.
I'll vlog the whole thing.
Yo,
I'll take my
come
family
on,
out
lads,
there.
Come on, let's do this.
I'd take my family out there to keep it a buck. That'd be fun.
You know,
You're like-
by
I
the
mean,
end of the year-
obviously if I can get out. Like if they like if they don't let me leave, then I can't do anything about it. But sometime by the end of the year, that'd be cool. If we got to 15k for Xplic. Bro, by that time, bro, I've been growing like crazy. I've been enjoying.
Could be at 100.
I've been, imagine.
By that time, Golden's gonna be at like 50k at minimum.
I hope so, bro. Hey, real talk. Timestamp, pin this. What is it? March 12th at 11 p.m. At least my time. Dude, if we're at like 50k by the end of the year, that would be actually insane. I'm coming up on my year mark technically. Like really soon. I think. Oh shoot, it's in like 10 days. But my official year mark of being on YouTube. But obviously, I didn't consistently start uploading until like 3 months in or something like that. But still, year mark, and it looks like I'm closing in on somewhere at like 18,000 subs at the year mark, which is not too bad.
Yeah, definitely not. But since we're talking about like end of the year goals for this, let's go ahead and just like shout out like what is everybody here's end of the year goal, right? Just to get it in videos. YouTube.
Okay.
Oh my god. That's hard. I think I'm gonna say what I've been saying, and I'm gonna say 25k on my What If channel, and probably like 40 to 50k on my texting stories. It's a bit of a stretch, but I mean you gotta shoot high. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, 25k is probably a little too. Let's say 35k on my What If channel, and then 50 on the other. That's my goal.
Yeah, that's reasonable. For me, I'm not gonna go for any like subscriber goal. Instead, my end year goal is to have at least one of my manga videos do better than a what if video that I put out. That's a reasonable goal for me.
I've got my goal: upload consistently.
Let's go.
That's the biggest
Let's
thing you
go.
could be wishing for right now, man.
You have
You
a
gotta get on that.
schedule.
You
And
gave
be
yourself a schedule, but like, what
motivated.
happens?
And be motivated to do it, eh?
Oh, gotcha. You're just not motivated.
Oh, sometimes the ideas don't flow, but you know, no well.
I guess someone needs to put a shock collar on him and just push the trigger every day.
Bro,
Honestly,
no.
I'll have an app on my phone, and then like I'll drop water on my phone on accident, and it just like I can't like get it off, and it keeps spamming the button.
And then from the other side of the world, it's just me having an epileptic fit on the ground, foaming at
You're
the
like,
mouth.
trying to type to me on Discord. You're like slamming your keyboard. You're like turn that shit off.
Not even be that. It will just be just muddled keyboard words.
By the time it's over, he'll be Kaminari. Just, oh man.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys have anything else that you have in mind that you want to talk about?
Nah, that's about it.
I'm good, man.
Yeah, I'm good as well. As I said in the beginning, this is the first episode of the Anime Shovel podcast that is on my channel because I actually joined. They graciously let me in. I totally did not just take over and put a gun to their head, but that's not the point. But I hope y'all enjoyed. And if you did, make sure to leave a like, sub, all that good stuff, especially if you want to see more of this on my channel. I think this is a good idea. I like podcasts. I said it a million times that I really do enjoy doing podcasts, but yeah, I just haven't gotten around to it. But yeah, thanks for all the support, boys, and keep on supporting. I'm gonna keep on pumping out content. So I hope all y'all have an amazing day. Later.
P.S. Editor's note. Go follow Golden on Anchor. Get this man to his ambassador status.
No, Kevin.